There are so many progressive ideas right now that are on the table in terms of voting rights acts and things that we're going to do to empower communities of color. We are in a process right now. We've just completed a census. Redistricting is happening. Our communities and the composition of our communities are changing. And for me, with this particular legislation, I'm concerned, as Councilmember Cornegy talked about, where do African American voters fit in? You would not be able to hold the seats that many of you hold here if it had not been for African Americans. So it's critical when we're passing all of these progressive measures of legislation that we recognize the African American contribution to making it possible. This bill, in many of our communities, in areas such as Upper Harlem and otherwise, are going to be dramatically changed. Because we are all black and brown, because we're all black and brown in other races, doesn't mean that we all share the same values and principles and that we're all going to vote and do things in the same way. And I'll just conclude by saying the 30 days, do you know how long African Americans had to fight to no longer be considered 3/5 of a man? We had to fight so hard just to be considered a whole person in this area. And we would then say, in many ways, that someone could be here for 30 days. There are different classifications of a green card. Not all green cards take 5 to 7 years. Some of them you get temporarily, immediately, and we are not discussing those temporary green cards at all. I've never heard in this one discussion about how the African American voter is going to be impacted by this bill. This is going to be a great win for the ethnic groups that are going to be the highest number in the city of New York. And so, Adonis, this is your legacy. This is yours. And this is going to be a huge win numerically for the Dominican Republic community. And I applaud you for that. We're all here to support our ethnic groups, and we're all here to make sure that we all win. But I need to know, in supporting this, which I need more time, how are African Americans going to be impacted? Because that's the community I come from. I'm clear how the Dominican Republic community will benefit, but not the African American community. And it's only fair that I know that information. Thank you.